I came home and I had to hide. I was hiding there because there was already, the Nazis were there already, and they created local Lithuanian security police, and they were catching male Jews on the street, and nobody knew where they are taken, but they were disappearing. Nobody caught in the first few weeks by those catchers, as we call them, came back alive. And then, much later, we learned that by that time, Ponariai near Vilnius became a murder place. They have their ditches, and they were murdering all the guys in Ponariai. So I was hiding, and then I realized that when I was in Taborišky, it was much quieter. I went back to Taborišky. I was in Taborišky 3 days, and Einsatzgruppe part came there. I assume they were Einsatzgruppe. Maybe they were SS, I don't know. And they were cleaning out the whole region from the undesirable people. What do you mean undesirable? If somebody would come complain that another guy got more land when the Soviets were distributing the land of the landowners, so they would kill him. And then they gave an order that all Jewish men have to come out on the market, and all women locked up in the house. And many local people ran away. But I was not a local, I didn't know where to run and what to run. I came out on the market, you know. And it came out an officer, he was an SS officer because it was on it. Came out and he ordered us to line up. And 5 soldiers came out with rifles and they stood up like that. I described it in my book, I think, you know. And we couldn't stand up straight line because nobody wanted to be first and nobody wanted to be last because we realized that something bad is going to happen. But the officer came and screamed, "We line up," and I turned up the first from the left side. But I was the youngest too, I was 16 years old. So he came over the first to me, he grabbed me by the jacket, and I had a badge from my sport club. He says, "Communist." I'll never forget it. It's just, I see it now. I see him before my eyes. So I tried, my German was very poor at that time. So I say in halting that sport. He looked in my eyes like, and he left me. And he went along the line. The next man was old. My uncle was a young man, 35 years old probably. He was in the middle. I took him out, and he was shot there and then, on the market in the little town. And then we buried him in the middle of the marketplace. And we were taken to a horse stall in the estate of the nobleman, and we were arrested. So the first 3-4 days we didn't get any food, nothing. We started to swell from hunger. But then there was a job for us. They would bring Polish people who were complaining of each other, who was the chairman of the local community or whatever, and they killed them all. And we were burying them. So that was our job. I won't go into detail because 13 days we were there. On the 13th day, I say 13 is lucky for me. After we buried some 50 people, they opened the door of the stall, and they didn't tell us go or whatever, but you could see that they are packing. Maybe they got a fast order to move or whatever. I stayed, we didn't go, because if we would run, they would run after us. And it turned out that they left. They moved somewhere else, I don't know where. And I went back to my aunt, you know, to the house, and I left, I didn't stay there. I left some 10 kilometers where we have some friends, and then I went back to Vilna.